Hi guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be making another updated GFX tutorial on how you can do it on mobile without any laptop or PC or Mac or anything like that. We're just gonna be using our phone. It also works on tablets. About iPads, I don't know, but for Android, it works 100%. So you're gonna need these two apps, Nomad Sculpt, but it's not free. I'm using an APK version of this app. You can go over to Chrome. You can go over to Chrome and search Nomad Sculpt Premium Unlocked. You can use this one, or I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. But you can also use this one. This or this. Next is Prisma 3D. You can also find this app on this is the app I use, but since this app has bugs in it, I am using an APK version. Just search Prisma 3D Paid Unlocked. The Prisma 3D is also free. The Prisma 3D is actually free, but since it has some bugs in it, I'm using an APK version. You can use this one. This is the one I downloaded and I am using right now. Okay, now once you've done downloading this app, you want to go over and search up Bloxiana. It's a Discord bot, because we're gonna be needing this. You want to add it to your Discord server. I already have this added, so you guys can go ahead and do that. So once you're once you're done adding the bot to your Discord server, you want to type in this command, render avatar, and then enter your username. You want to enter your username. Okay, so let's say that I'm gonna be using my friend's one. I'm just gonna enter my friend's username since mine did not work. Wait, let's see what their avatar look like. Oh, never mind. Anyway, let's just say that we want to make a GFX for this person, and then you want to go over and download the file you got from Bloxiana. And once you've done that, you want to go over to Google Chrome and you want to search for this fab converter, and then enter the file the download of your Roblox avatar you got from the Discord bot, Bloxiana. And then you want to convert it as GLB. And then convert. And then you wait for it. And then you download it. And now you want to go over to Prisma 3D. And you should see all these rigs. So these are all the R15 rigs I'm using. I created them. I didn't build the limbs, but I did rig them. I'm gonna add these rigs in the description, and remember to use a free APK version of this app because it still has bugs. There are some bugs that Prisma 3D didn't fix. For example, when I used the original Prisma 3D from Play Store and imported them into Nomad Scope, there were some glitches. So I had to make the rigs again, and this time there are no glitches. So I recommend using the APK version of Prisma 3D, a free one. Alright, so I'm gonna make a GFX for her, and let's just say that she's using the woman rig. So I'm gonna use this one because this is the exact rig she's using. I'm just gonna use it. So select any rig you wanna use. Then go ahead and pose it. Pose it how you like. The rigs will be in the description. Yeah, so just pose the rig how you like. Let's just say I want to pose it like this. Now once you're done posing it, you want to go over here. Make sure it's the first box is checked. Wait. Now go over here to this menu and then scroll down until you see this export button. If you're using the older version of Prisma 3D like this version, you can export it as an OBJ mesh or GLTF, I mean. That is set over here. You can also export it as in GLTF, but since I'm using the premium unlocked thing, you can also export it as a GLTF, but I'm just gonna do it as OBJ mesh. So just export OBJ mesh and save. Now you want to go over to Nomad Sculpt. Actually, guys, this isn't Nomad Sculpt. We're actually in IPS Paint because I also forgot to mention the part that if you want to make it glossy, you can use IPS Paint. I'm gonna show you guys right now. If you guys want to make your GFX glossy, I'm gonna add this image in the description as well. Or, one moment, you want to go over to IPS Paint, you want to tap on this plus button, and then you want to make sure that you have the same numbers as is shown here. Then you just tap on OK. So we can make a glossy GFX. So to make the glossy effect, you want to go over here and then tap on the bucket. We're gonna make sure the color is gray, and then just tap on the layer. And now you want to go over wait, let me okay, so you want to go back to the brush, and then you see this finger right here, you tap on it, you turn it on, you put it over here to this, and then you want to select the rectangle. Make sure this is low and put this, put the color to white, and then you start making rectangles. Just gonna make mine like this, wait, like this, and wait, let me adjust it. Yeah, you just want to make it like this, and then you just save it to your gallery. Now you can head over to Nomad Sculpt. So what you want to do is go over here to the menu, tap on the select, go over here to this button that looks like a share button, and then delete, and then go over here to this file button, and then scroll down until you see import, and then import your rig. You want to import your rig. Wait, where's the rig? Wait. Okay, as you can see, the rig is perfectly fine, no bugs or anything. Now, let's make it smooth. To make it smooth, you want to go over here, and then you want to turn this on. But it's still not smooth. We can fix that. So tap on each limb, and then you want to go over here to this button, and then you want to tap on subdivide. And as you can see, it's smooth. Do the same thing for the rest. Okay, now time for the textures. To add the textures, select the whole rig, go over here again, scroll down until you see textures, then select the first box, and then you want to add the texture, you want to tap on the file you got from Bloxiana, which is this one that says your avatar and your username, the one that's highlighted in blue, the one that I'm highlighting right here. This is the one I got from Bloxiana. Don't worry if your textures don't show up properly. You will go and tap here on this arrow until the correct textures show up. So make sure, also I forgot to mention, make sure that your avatar is R15, because this rig I'm using right now is R15. Later we'll move on to the R6 rigs. Okay, as you can see, we got the correct texture. Quick pause, guys. Make sure that your avatar is R15 before you use this rig, because these rigs are R15 rigs, not R6. If your avatar is R6 and you're using this rig, the textures will become messed up. So make sure your avatar is R15. To add the head, go over here to this file, again import, and then you wanna tap on the file you got from the Fab Converter site. You want to go over to the select the whole thing, and then bring it down. As you can see, the rig is right down here, so you want to bring it down. Then double tap on your screen to zoom in faster. As you can see, the textures are not added, but don't worry, we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're gonna be needing only the head, and we're gonna add this accessory. Make sure you add the accessories if you're wearing any. Let me texture the head. Just do it the way I showed you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna texture the hair. Let's see, what color is her hair? Okay, so I think her hair is this color. This is the color of her hair. And this one, okay, so I think this is the color of the hat, the texture of the hat. So, oops, we're gonna make the hair and face smooth. Just do it the way I showed you. Subdivide tool and the smooth shading tool. Okay, now let's add the textures on the backpack. Okay, let's see. Okay, and now we're gonna texture this. Make sure you add the texture on any accessory if you're wearing one. Now you want to delete the limbs because we don't need these. Wait. Oh, that's the backpack. I thought it was the torso. Anyway, now let's position the head onto the rig. Go over here. Wait. Go over here. That says Gizmo. And then you want to start positioning the head onto the rig. Oops. Make sure you position it very well, guys, so that it looks good and not uneven. So I'm just gonna position the head of my friend. Now let's add her backpack on. Make sure you adjust it very well. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now you're done with that. Let's add the textures. Okay, so to add texture, not texture, sorry. We're gonna make it glossy. To make it glossy, go over here to this sun button and you're gonna add the image we made in Ibis Paint. Go over here and tap on import. And then add the image, the glossy image we made in Ibis Paint. Okay, so it's this image. So to make it glossy, you want to go over here and turn this one off. set the roughness down and the metalness up to here, and then select paint all. To make some adjustments, go over here to the sun button and then rotate it. You want to rotate it to your likings. Okay, now for the final touch, you want to go over here and make sure this is high, and then turn this on, and then go over here and you want to put it to cold or standard. I'm just gonna put mine to standard, and then you can just make some adjustments. You want to go over to the sun button again and increase the exposure. You can also, we don't need blue. You can also go over here to the tone mapping and adjust the saturation. If you want to make it look even more glossy, which I don't recommend, but since some people like glossy, you can put it up here. And it looks kind of glossy, yeah. Okay. Yes, so let's see. Yeah, you can also adjust the saturation to make it good. See guys, it's just like Blender. It's just like the way they do it in Blender. And if you want, you can go over here. If you want, you can go over here to this camera button, and from orthographic, you can change it to perspective. And it should look like this. You can also adjust the focal length. So yeah, now for the final touch, you want to export it. So go over here to this file. I don't know if you can see it. It's this button. And then scroll down. Make sure it's transparent. And you want to put it to square. And then put the width down to 1024. And you want to adjust it a little bit. And then you want to export it. Wait, I also forgot to mention, you can also go over here if you don't want to do it up to 50. You can go over here and change this and put it to 10 or 20. And then it exports faster. And that's how you make a GFX using R15 rigs. Now for R6 rigs, the one that looks 100% like it's made in Blender. So for the R6 rigs, you want to go over to Google Chrome. Actually, before we go over to Google Chrome, you want to re-enter your username. Render avatar, enter your username. I'm just putting my friend zone because mine won't work because I'm wearing like a doll avatar and it won't work. And this time you want to export it as R6 and then tap on true. And then hit this. Now you want to go over to Chrome and go back to the fab converter thing and then you want to convert it as GLB. Hit this big button. Enter your file and then change it to GLB again. Then convert. Then download. Now you want to go over to Sketchfab. Just search Sketchfab. And then you want to go over to users. And then just search my name. Patience Place. It's this one right here with the 2 exclamation marks. You want to go over here, go to view all. As you can see, I've added models like an aesthetic room, Adopt Me Pets, a few Murder Mystery 2, one Murder Mystery 2 Fireplace. I added a heartposed rig. These are R6 rigs. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the woman rig. If you guys want to use a boy rig, you can download these ones. So I'm just gonna use the woman rig over here. Download and download it as an FBX. If you guys want to use the rest of the R6 rigs, you want to go over here. For example, if you want to use the man rig, you can go over here and download it as an FBX. But I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use the man rig. And if you guys want the heartposed rig, you can use this one. And you can download it. You can download this as a GLB or something like that. And then you can convert it as an OBJ because it won't look good if it's a GLB. The same thing goes for this one. You can download, if you want to use this one, you can download it as an OBJ. Okay, so let's go to Prisma 3D and make some posings and adjustments. Okay, so this is how the rig looks like. We're gonna have to delete all this stuff because what do we need them for? We don't need them for anything. So if you guys are using the woman rig I downloaded, you're gonna have to delete all these shapes, squares, ovals, and stuff because you don't need them. It will mess up your GFX. So let's just delete all these. Okay. So now once you're done deleting all that, you want to start posing your rig. Just gonna pose mine. So as you can see, this rig looks like the one in Blender. It's just not smooth, but don't worry, we're gonna smoothen it in normal sculpt. So I'm just gonna make the same pose as I made for the other one. Now you want to go over here to the 3 lines as I said previously. Select the the box and export it as an OBJ mesh. And then you want to go over and open it in normal sculpt. Okay, so the fastest way to delete this ball is by going over to the share button and then just tap delete. Now go over here to the file button like I said before and import, then add the R6 rig. Wait, Wait, where is it? Oh, it's this one. It's just that it's tiny. I forgot to delete something. Okay. So, as you can see, I added the woman rig. Now, you want to smoothen it like I showed you before. You want to tap on the subdivide button multiple times until it's smooth. And then you add the textures like I showed you previously when we did it with the R15 rigs. As you can see, the texture shows up immediately. If the texture doesn't show up immediately for you, you want to tap on this rig. Okay guys, so since we're using an R6 rig, you want to change your... Wait, no, you don't need to change your avatar into R6 because there's an automatically R6 option there. So you don't need to change your avatar. But if you're using the previous R15 rig I showed you guys before, you want to make sure your avatar is R15. Otherwise, the textures will become messed up. If you're using R15 rig, you want to change your avatar to R15. If you want to use an R6 rig, you don't need to change your avatar. Okay. Now you want to go over here and you want to add the file we got from the converter. Wait, let's delete this thing first. Okay, so it's very tiny. It's up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. So you want to bring it down, then double tap on your screen to zoom in and adjust it, position it, add textures like I showed you. You guys know how to add the textures, right? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete all these because we don't need them. Okay, so let's add textures on the on the head. So just reminder, you wanna tap on the file you got from Bloxiana to add the textures. This is the avatar file of my friend I got from Bloxiana. That's what I'm pressing right now to add the textures. As you can see, the texture is here. Now do the same thing for the rest, for the hair, the accessories, and everything. Just gonna add here. Okay, so let's see. Now let's make it smooth. How do we make it smooth? Let me remind you again. Go over here, first of all, and then smooth shading. Then head over to the head over to this button and hit subdivide. You don't need to do subdivision for the hair because it will become too smooth. So go over here, subdivide, and then smooth shading. We want to make sure that they are very smooth. Now you want to attach the accessories. You want to attach the accessories to here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so select. Okay, so let's add the backpack. Okay, so if you guys want to make it glossy, remember what we did. Add the matte. The matte is already here. The image we made in Ibis Paint. And then go over here. Turn this off. Make sure the roughness is down. And the metalness up to here. And then just select paint all. If you don't want to make it glossy, just turn up the roughness to about here. So let's export it as glossy first before we make it non-glossy. Okay, so paint all. Then go over to the sun button. And if you want, you can rotate it. Now go over here. Make sure this is up and turn on post-processing. Okay, so let's make some adjustments because it doesn't look too much normal. Okay, so once you're done, you can go over here and put it from orthographic to perspective. Now let's export it as glossy. Make sure the background is transparent, and then you want to go over here and put it. And then export. Then if you wanna make it not non-glossy, you can put up the roughness up to here and then paint all. And as you can see, it's not glossy anymore. So you can just export it. And that is how you make a GFX on mobile. As you can see, guys, it looks like Blender. It looks like Blender. I'm gonna add more tutorials in the description on how you can make a scene GFX, on how you can add items to your GFX, and more stuff. Bye, guys.